Craigslist and decided that I would make an attempt to restore it. Got it towed over here last year and been working on it ever since. Finally got the motor running, winterized correctly, and it's actually running. So this is going to be its maiden voyage. It has been towed by other boats. It has been dragged through the lake on a rope pike. And today we're taking it out of the dock and into the open sea or open lake and see how that goes. So come along with us. All right, so I'm going to take you on a little tour of the boat in its current partially restored condition. This is the front porch. And that's my bestie, Angie, opening the door because she helped me. Like, it's so fitting that she's here today because she helped me get six boatloads of trash off this thing when we bought it. Okay, this is the name tag. It's not up there yet, but it will be. Front porch, my swing, and my bestie got me. That's her. Okay, and here we go inside. Check those out. Those are solar and they light up at night, so we might get to see that too. All right, this is the captain area. And see, my fishing poles fit real good up there on the ceiling. That's just a couple select fishing poles for now. All right, this is the sofa that turns into a bed. And there we have the kitchen. And there we have the dining area. And I got this little idea from my mom, who has the coolest little fish, because you never have to feed them. They're glass and they have a bubble. But anyway, then we go down the hall. There's a fridge I have not tested yet. And the room of bath, which I have not tested yet. And don't plan to this trip either. I still have to replace that. The replacement for it is currently in the bathtub. We'll do that another day too. Today is all about having fun on this boat we worked so hard on. Okay, this is the bedroom. Like the actual bedroom, not the converted into a bedroom. And I'm gonna just lounge for a minute. So I have little curtains here and lights there and then a light there. I'm kind of into bling, if you hadn't noticed, and tassels and gypsy stuff. And there's more tassels and gypsy stuff like all the way around. And then over here, oh, there we have a closet. And there's the Angie, isn't she cute? All right, so there we have a closet. And there we have a shelf and a cabinet that got converted from, some credenza I got at a yard sale. And I made a new top for it. There's a piece of cardboard. It shouldn't be there in this video. And there's some little candle holders from my mom's thrift store that I dearly love. Well, both the thrift store and the candles. Aren't they just so gaudy? But that's all right. They go great here. And then out here is a generator and a nice little lounge area. And a wind chime I made out of cowbells. See, cowbells and solar lights. And the gorgeous lake. There's a pretty view from all sides. Well, except for the solar panel wires, which I'll get to in a minute. And yeah, so there we go. We're going to try to fire this thing up and see how she goes. First day away from the dock. Under its own power, at least. Okay, so here we are at the back of the boat. My lovely assistant, Angie, is going to help me by lowering the trim of the motor. So this is the lounge bench, and when I raise it up, you can see the motor, and it is upright. That is the accessory gas tank that it's hooked up to. Eventually, this onboard gas tank's gonna be hooked up, but it isn't yet. So for now, we're gonna ignore that. And the trim in the way of lowering it from the front of the boat, it will raise up but not lower. So we're doing it manually. So just push the button and down goes the motor. And we're going to inspect the little hookup here because the last 2 times I tried to start it, that had come detached and then it wouldn't start, and then I flooded it and we had issues. So that appears to be firmly attached. So now we're gonna squeeze the bulb, make sure there's plenty of gas in line, and start her up. Oh, hi. Angie's a turd sometimes. She got me upside down. I am under this gas tank, squeezing the bulb to force gas into the motor. I bet I look funny upside down. You can't see that part because it's under there. Okay, this is attempt number 1 to start the boat.
Keep going. Keep going.
Oh my gosh, it might only take 1 attempt. Yay! That's a first. Usually what I do is forget to connect something. But this time I did it. And it's running. Imagine that. Alrighty, thought I'd bring you back here so you can see it running. We're going to take it on out in the lake here in just a second. Alright, so this is me and Fred and Angie, and we are on our maiden voyage. Well, we're about to be on our maiden voyage. Alright, so these are some other members of Angie's family. It's Dom and Morgan, and they are helping untie the boat. So this is our little lifeboat, just in case we run into some difficulties, technical difficulties out on the lake. So there's our little lifeboat, and there's a trolling motor somewhere around here that we'll attach if needed. Okay, so here we go. There's Angie. She is our rear view mirror. And then Fred is getting us out of this dock because I've never driven a boat with a motor before. And I will learn. But I'm not going to learn by the marina, and I'm not going to learn at the dock. I will learn once we get out of here.
I'm backwards on this.
And there's Dominic and Morgan providing moral support.
Yeah. We're good.
Check this out. We are away from the dock under our own power. Once we were away from the dock and we got towed. Another time we were away from the dock and I dragged it through the lake on a tow rope while I was in the lake. That was interesting. I felt like a mule along the Mississippi River. But anyway, here we are going backwards on our maiden voyage. Yeehaw. We're the posh rednecks. Here we go. We are pulling away from the dock. Check this out.
We are away from the dock.
Yeah, but we're getting further and further away from the dock. That's pretty exciting stuff. Okay, where's our lifeboat? Just in case. Right here. It's right here. There it is. There she is. So that may make the boat pull a little bit, I think. So now we're at the front of the boat, videoing where we're going instead of where we've been. Going to an area called Rainy Creek, and then I will learn to drive.
Now you got a log.
We have people calling for logs. We just hit that stick. And so far the other boats are respecting us, which is always much appreciated because we don't corner like a cat on carpet. So we came from way over there. That's the marina. And we are way out here. And still going. Driving. Okay, I'm going to learn how to steer now. Driving.
Just like a car.
Tell me what to do.
Just like a car.
Just like a car.
car. This
To the-
man's in the way.
To the
You got
right,
man
just a
turn
little
to the right
bit.
a little bit.
Go. Thank you. That's it. How did you see with the van
Yeah, you probably want to sit up on your knee. That helps a lot.
Moving the van helps a lot.
I mean, you can see up over the bow.
There. Now I'm
I love it. I love
it
it.
worked
Any
better
videos?
backwards, I think.
Uh-huh.
Just straight.
Yeah. You're heading up to Rainy Creek at the moment.
Okay, you can shut that off. So this is the place where the boat was docked for about 10 years. And that's where it was when I bought it. It was tied to a tree over there. And my friend Angie and I made several trips with 2 rowboats attached to each other. And we filled them up with trash 3 times and drove them across the cove. It had a trolling motor to somewhere in that area and unloaded trash and went back and forth and did that until all the big trash was off of the boat. But that was its home for 10 years, tied to a tree, which is also why one of the pontoons has a hole in it. Just one section out of 14, but anyway, just from slamming up against the rocks over there. Get them and me and the whole thing. Okay, so we are pulling back into the dock. A successful run. We only ran out of gas twice, but we had extra, so we're good. I never docked a boat before, but it's working.
You did amazing.